So I'm a very big fan of ICP tests, particularly for saltwater tanks. There's value in freshwater tanks, but particularly with the saltwater tanks. Because once again, as far as I'm concerned, if your corals or your plants or whatever, if they're not growing, they're dying. And so if you just understand that they're dying because there's too much of something or not enough of something, then the game is to understand that. What is there too much of or not enough of? Like, for example, plants, they're exactly the same. They want not too much light, but they need to have enough light. They need flow, but not too much flow. You know, they need CO2, but not too much CO2. You know, they want nutrients, but not too much nutrients. It's all about balance. So when you understand that, and the idea is you make it a game. It's really interesting and fun when you understand the levers to turn. Do you know what I mean? So all this stuff has been a huge part of Majestic Aquariums and what Majestic Aquariums is. So you can now go on Majestic Aquariums on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, and I'm just putting out clippets of information all the time. You can watch the more complete things by watching the DVDs or seminars. They're all available on Majestic Aquariums TV. So I guess a big passion of mine has been constantly learning and then constantly trying to simplify the learning. Because the other thing is that when I used to go and do seminar tours, most of my seminars would have 120 people there, particularly pre-internet. I'd go and do a seminar, the whole place was packed. And people were there just to hear me talk about fish. Because that really wasn't a thing back in those days. There was no cruising around teaching you about fish. And it was like a big event for everyone. And it really was a lot of fun. And just trying to dumb down, like there'd be scientists that would go and talk about stuff, the average person doesn't even know what he's talking about. So if you can present it in a way that's animated, entertaining, and simple, it is really what it was all about for me.
Do you still do that as well?
Well, to be honest, since COVID, I haven't done it. But I think TikTok has become a bit dominant now. So basically, I'm producing generally several TikTok videos a day because TikTok has exploded. Because people's attention doesn't exist anymore.
No,
like,
these things.
Which absolutely worries me moving forward. Because the kids these days, their ability they're so resourceful. If they have a computer in front of them, they can tell you anything in an instant. But the problem is when the computer's not there, they just got no idea. Like, which worries me. Like, for example, I had a young kid up here, right? And then I'm up putting a cabinet together. He wouldn't have a damn clue how to do that. And then I'm like, oh, go down and get me a Phillips head. And he just stood there looking at me. And I'm like, go get me a Phillips head. And he's like, who's Philip? 18, dude. How do you get to 18 years of age and you've never come across a Phillips head? What next you're going to say, who's Alan? You know, like,
right? You're going to send them for a long stand.
It's like, anyway, that's another story. But it's all about little clippets of information now. So I used to make big, long productions, but now it's all about a headline and an explanation. So TikTok is by far, YouTube has really lost, like, I used to make a lot of money out of YouTube, but they keep changing their algorithms, so I'm making less and less money. So I don't do that well with Instagram. I think that's all about tits and ass. I do pretty well with TikTok. I think TikTok's much. I think Twitter's much more about Donald Trump and stuff like that. I don't do that well with Twitter. But right now, the one with the most traction seems to be TikTok. So I basically produce a lot of TikTok footage, and then I'll copy that onto YouTube. So if you go on, I think YouTube is the best though. But the ads just kill people these days. You can sit through 30 seconds of ads just to watch a bloody YouTube video. And a lot of people, their attention span's gone. So for now, it's about TikTok for me now. And no, I haven't done seminars, but I'm bringing, do you know Joey from King of DIY?
Yeah.
So I'm bringing him to Australia soon.
Oh, I've seen him post about that. Yeah, he said he was coming over.
Yeah, so we're bringing him, we're funding all that via the PIAA.
Cool.
Just as a boost for, hopefully for Australian pet fish keeping. Oh, actually, I don't think I'm supposed to tell anyone that yet. But
I'm pretty sure he's announced it.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm sure he mentioned it. I think he was coming over to Australia.
Okay, well, that's good, then I'll blame him.
Yeah.
So we're bringing him out for the pet show, and then we're going to take him around to a bunch of aquarium shops, including mine.
Cool.
And you really try to use his charisma and his following to try to promote the Australian pet aquarium industry as much as possible.